Welcome to Baulders Gate 3, and this is Slayer. First look at Baulders Gate 3. Let's check it out and see what we think. I already made up a game, got pretty good distance in it. It's okay. I was playing a, what's that called? The Warlock. So let's start off with the new game so we can go through all the features. I don't have the graphics very high right now. It's all at default, so it won't look too spectacular. But even for what it is, it still looks pretty darn good. Alright, character creations. As you can see, the pre-built characters with more story isn't exactly available yet. Let's choose a male character. And first we have to decide what kind of character we're going to make. We can check out the classes. And we've already got access to clerics, rogues, warlocks, fighters, rangers, and wizards. All of which are pretty nice. Still don't have access to all the characters yet. There's a few missing, but not many. Races, we have a plethora of races that are actually not too bad. Elves, which break off into wood elves and high elves. Tieflings, which break off into Asmodeus Tieflings, Mephistopheles, and Zariel. The Drow, which are extremely interesting to see Lothsworn Drow in this campaign, considering you are a very evil character. And Sildarian, humans, which are, well, human. Githyanki, which is the outsiders, or from the realm of chaos. Another interesting species. They get some good racial features. The dwarves, which we have gold dwarves, shield dwarves, halflings, or half-elf, sorry, which breaks into high half-elf, wood elf, and a drow half-elf. And then we got halflings, which go in between Lightfoots and Stronghearts. So let's go back to our origins. We're going to go ahead and just throw it on, let's say, let's go with the half-elf. They're pretty fun. Now, let's see here. Character name. What should we name ourselves? Let's go with the channel name. Not channel name, but Ice Layer. Acolyte, Urchin, Soldier, Sailor, Sage, Outlander, Hermit, Noble, Guild Artisan, Folk Hero, Entertainer, Criminal, Charlatan, Acolyte. So these are more like flavor text. Gives your character a little bit of background, but it also gives you proficiencies that are very useful. Let's go with Arcana and History. Kind of disappointed in some of this stuff now. I can't go up another one. Ranged combat will have to be dexterity. Alright. Appearance.
Hells. Something just woke up down here.
A tiny slot, but no room.
Female voices mixed in with the male voices right now, so they haven't really separated that out.
The stone's less warm here.
Hells. Something just woke up down here.
A tidy slot, but no room.
We got 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I kind of like head number 6. This hairstyle will work because it shows off the ears. No tattoos. Absolutely not. Tattoos look like crap. Let's just take a look at them though, just to see what they look like. Birds on the side of the face. Tentacles on our eyeballs. That's always fun. Writing on the face. More facial tattoos. No. A sword on the throat. Some of these look like gang tattoos. I think they just got a little too much with that. Ah, neck tattoo. No, I don't think so. More writing. Dragon on the cheek. And then no tattoos. We're going with no tattoos. Hairstyles, there are a lot. For customizability. I'm not going to go through them all because it's just too many. Let's go to class. As far as classes goes, we have access to rogues, and clerics, which has various domains depending on the deity. Domains determine which one of your domain spells are available versus which one of your, you know, how it works. Like Saloon does light, trickery, and life. If we go to trickery, we come down here, we'll see that we have Blessing of the Tricksters, along with Charm Person and Disguise Self. Light, we get Fairy Fire, Burning Hands, Light, and then of course Life is the generic one, which mostly just gives us access to Bless and Cures. But we got a slew, a ridiculous slew of deities for Dungeons & Dragons, and this is a Forgotten Realms base, so we got all the Forgotten Realms deities just about, from Alestri, Saloon, Shar, Tempest, Tyr, Bane, Helm, Miracle, Illimater, Mystra, Ogma. Let's check out Mistra's. See if she has the magic domain. Nope. So they kind of messed up on that. Ogma. Kelemvor, which should have the death domain. I think they only have the 3 domains right now, the subclasses. Bel. Or not Bel, but Baal. Moradin. Corellian. Garl Glittergold, Yandala, Loth. That is probably the most evil of deities that you can have access to for an elf, considering Loth hates elves with a passion, but absolutely adores the drow, or uses the drow to bring chaos to the world. Blah blah blah. A lot of background story on it. Ledigar, Vlakith. I think that would be one that I would follow. But I'd be using the death domain instead of those. Alestri and Saloon again. Our fighters are generic. You gain access to weapons and armor. Rush into combat. Hit him with your sword, and that's pretty much what you're going to do with a fighter. Rangers can go with archery and swordsmanship, but they also get favored prey, which is part of the books, which means you do extra damage and you have extra ability to attack them. So you get a higher to hit and a higher damage, I believe. And then it looks like they changed it up a little bit. We can find familiar, become an urban tracker, and then you can take half damage from cold, fire, and poison. Rogues are exactly how it sounds. Your agility weapon proficiencies, and you do a lot of stealth attacks. They're also good at thieving and manipulating situations. Warlocks are new to the 5th edition. Warlocks are probably one of the more interesting characters, I think. You may not get a lot of spells, which is upsetting to me. But your cantrips are a bit more powerful, or a bit more potent, like Eldritch Blast alters as you gain levels. I don't know about this particular game, but in 5th edition, Eldritch Blast takes on different attributes as you gain levels, dealing more and more damage and more status effects. So that's actually a really neat little ability. And as this, you can choose between the Fiend and the Great Old One. The Fiend is your fiendish types. Fiends instead of devils. And the Great Old One is outsiders from the far realms. Not quite devils and demons, but more like Cthulhu and stuff like that. Those kind of things where it's so foreign that nobody can understand exactly what it looks like or how it thinks or anything. So it allows you to take control of the mind and really mess with people that way. Personally, I'd prefer the Fiend because that's all up in the books. I think the Outsiders are too, the Great Old Ones, but I'm not for sure. I haven't read the books that closely. And a Wizard is your basic wizards. You gather your spells from reading scrolls and taking in spell books, and from there you prepare your spells once a day, and you're able to do a lot of that's new, and allows you to do a variety of damage that you normally don't get. Looks here like we got a new action called Arcane Recovery. Outside of combat, you're able to replenish expended spell slots and allow you to cast spells again once per day. That's pretty darn nice, actually. I wish you had that in the main game. You might now. Like I said, I haven't really read through the rule books that much. That would certainly be useful. Grease is good. Sleep's okay. Witch Bolt would be nice. Here's a good one. For your cantrips or your primary attacks, you're looking at Firebolt and Ray of Frost. So you're either doing 8 points of damage or 6 points of damage, and it's elemental instead of force. So they can resist cold or fire depending on what you're hitting them with. But it's also vice versa. They can take extra damage from cold and fire depending on what you're dealing with. I'm actually kind of leaning toward the Warlock, only because I want to see how this one plays out. Level 10s are maximum level in this game, I believe. Don't quote me on that. So you don't actually unlock everything from the class. But if we're going to unlock Warlock, we're going to have to change races. That Wizard, though. Yeah, let's go with Warlock this turn. So we want something that's good with Dexterity and Charisma. Let's check out the Tiefling. 2 Charisma, 1 Intelligence. Very, very, very nice for a Warlock. A Drow would be good for a Warlock too. 2 Dexterity, 1 Charisma. Let's go ahead and head up toward our skills. We're going to have Deception, Intimidation, and Arcana and History is going to be our other skills. And our ability modifiers, our Dexterity is 12, Charisma is 17. Charisma is really good for this. Strength is horrific. And as of right now, we're using a pay system. So, in order to buy, you have to buy each skill point, so the default's pretty nice, but you lose so much in a single stat. That really does suck.
Tell me, who do you dream of at night?
Who is our beloved? Ah, the cut's perfect. I can't look up her dress. Alright, Asmodeus, Mephistopheles. Let's go with something a little unusual. Let's go with the human. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'll work. Big old blonde girl. Well, the cutscenes are the same as the introduction that they had a few months ago, so this has all been seen. Let's skip that, because I don't want to make this video too long. And there's also a lot of people putting out videos on this right now.
Someone else got out.
This is the pool that the queen came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye. The casing is fragile. The slightest touch could cause it to crumble. Its casing crumbles beneath your hands, sloshing volatile brine as it collapses.
Dead. Good. Might be other survivors. I feel better.
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
Devil Cave. Am I in the hells?
Release us.
Alright, one of the things that you'll notice is I didn't customize this character like I should have. I customized the elf.
Yes, we have come to save us from
Shit.
this place. From this place you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
You notice that we passed a perception check that allowed us to realize the brain is quivering in expectation. You sound afraid. Why?
The enemy. So many enemies.
I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do.
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
Dice rolls. As you can tell, can be a son of a bitch.
Apart from this strange context, you notice nothing unusual about the brain.
Hopefully we can beat a 9. Oh, we got a critical success. 20. That's amazing.
The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient should it prove a threat.
We don't want to weaken it at all.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
The brain tenses, as though querying an unseen advisor.
Do you not hear it? We will not survive here. We are needed to navigate. We are needed to leave this realm. To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
Alright. So attack rolls, lower armor class. If you hit Alt, you can see what you're looting, or see where all the lootable stuff is, by the way. It is similar to other CRPGs. There's not a whole lot you can do with it. Graphically, it's a lot better. Just like in D&D, we have movements and other things. Love the tentacle effects on these nautiloid ships. I am so surprised they put Spelljammers in one of these games. You would figure they would have dedicated an entire game to the Spelljammer. But it looks like this one's just starting out on one.
This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver
Together, we might survive. Imps block the path forward. You will assist me in destroying them. We must reach the helm before we transform.
Transform? What do you mean?
We carry mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers.
We're turning into mind flayers? There must be something we can do.
We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority.
Is the helm our way out of here?
This is where we might gain control of the Ga'ar, the ship. Once in command, we will deal with Geich captors.
Onward then.
First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
Combat tutorial. I'm going to skip this and just explain a little bit. Over here you can set between your weapon sets, which is melee or ranged. First up is our Lae'zel, our melee specialist. So we're going to run up here with our warrior. And that's all the action she can take. Next is our Intellect Devourer, which has very few abilities, but is surprisingly stout with 21 hit points. So think of the Intellect Devourer as my tank right now. I want him to take all the damage. In that turn, and up here you'll see where your turns are. And now we get to use our cantrips, which are these up here. You can see where it's just actions, but then whenever it has the spell slots, that's where you can only use them so many times a day. And these caustic bulbs, things like that, and spike bulbs are absolutely amazing. They're not super special, but they're basically items that put effects on the ground and really does help out. And then you want to keep your attacks of opportunity on, so if the enemy comes close and tries to run away or tries to pass you, you do a free hit on them. So we're going to start off with an Eldritch Blast. We have a 95% chance to hit, and we're going to hit. 5 points of damage right off the flip. Not too bad. We're back to our melee character. Run her on up here. And we'll take care of that. Eldritch Blast again, which is just an action ability. 95% chance for hit. While we're here, we're going to loot. End her turn. Takes one step and hits. Second wind. Another attack, and we end our turn. Beautiful attack.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle. Now, to the helm.
up all this loot we can. We've already loot that? Yeah, I did.
Not now. We must go to the helm.
Well, you'll notice our intellect devourer has taken a point of damage, so we're going to go on ahead and heal him up with this thing. It's a restoration node. And for experience points, we want all the easy combat we can get. There we go. I noticed that earlier in somebody else's playthrough.
I'll be alright. The Mind Flayers have already enthralled her. Leave her, or we will share her fate.
We'll do as much combat as we can in this. And then once I get done with this section, we'll go ahead and stop. That's simple hit points, or simple experience points there. That wasn't bad. turn down the music some.
It's back! Touch nothing without knowing its purpose.
Another mystery. Can't read the script. Annihilate.
Psionic energy radiates from the prisoners, but they do not react.
The machine made them hostile.
No time for stragglers.
All we have to do is beat a 3. And we got perfect. We got a critical success.
Brooding ruins. The pod won't open unless they're destroyed. The construction is too alien. Nothing looks familiar.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
We must go. To the helm we must go.
Come on. There's got to be a way to open it. Are you satisfied? We need to go.
Leave the one. The one must be left.
Wait! That can't be. There has to be another way. Please! It cannot be helped. Come.
Safe if she stays. Safe if we go.
dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
Well, you'll notice that a lot of our abilities rely on rolls.
Could be
Like these.
anything.
Skipping as much as I can here to help speed this along.
Might fit that chest.
Still feel bad for that person. But we'll get her again.
We're nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Last battle for this video. Get an autosave set up.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now!
Do it. We will deal with the gate after we escape.
Connect the nerves. Nerves. We will connect them.
Throw their corpses in the sticks!
We need to get out of here.
Now.
Oh, a perfect 20. The critical hit. Did not expect that.
Hold your spine.
Attack of opportunity. Let our ill-fitted friend go. One hit. One hit. From our Eldritch Blast, and we down to sweetness.
If this ship hits the ground, we're dead.
Take this ship, or Zariel will have your head. Throw their corpses in the sticks.
Hurry, before they strike.
Now, why can't I move? Perfect. Another critical hit.
Kill them, or your spine is mine.
Ignore the devil. We must take the transponder.
Let these intruders open! A furnace is ours!
Forward, Istik, before more dragons come.
Alright, at this point in time, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Take this ship, or Zariel will have your head.
Alright. So, from what you've seen, my review is as follows. Combat feels really good. Mages, clerics, things like that have spells to both support and used for attack, as well as environmental manipulations to allow for much greater effects. Plenty of dice roll systems, so that you feel like you're actually playing Dungeons and Dragons. Graphics could be better, but like I said, I have them on low quality, so I don't know, maybe it looks better with the upped graphics. A lot of pop-ins, but once again, it's just hit early access, so you don't expect much out of that. Storyline up to this point's okay. Kinda like it. And including of Spelljammers and other iconic Dungeons & Dragons information and themes are absolutely amazing. Really like the way it sets up. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun for the future. We'll see how it plays out. Though I'm not a fan of the CRPG style, which is the top-down, looking down on your character map, it works as long as it's turn-based. So far, I would have to give the game a 6 out of 10. Only because it's in early access. As far as early accesses go, it's about a 8 out of 10. I've encountered some bugs in previous playthroughs. NPCs not spawning right, events not going correctly, crashing the computer when I turn off the game. All of which is understandable if you're looking at the fact that the game is in early access. I would suggest playing it, trying it out, enjoying it. Other than that,